Hello, welcome to Astronautics for Exploit. I am Dr. Anyashola Ogundele and I will be presenting Orbit to Earth LEO economic companies. The overview of my presentation is as follows. Orbit to Earth and Orbit to Earth LEO economic companies. The boom in low Earth orbit investment, a catalyst and propellant for the emergence of LEO economy, is aiding present and future promise of utilizing low Earth orbit for many purposes. Presently, space, a factory environment which presents a range of challenges and variety of opportunities for both government and private investors, is receiving increase in demand for larger space exploration, space tourism for vacationing, communications, navigations, space research and development, and establishment of in-orbit factories. This is leading to the expansion of space activities and a lot of innovative space technologies being developed every day for the purpose of meeting humans' yearning for a variety of things and curiosities, and ultimately for the benefit of humankind. International Space Station, a science laboratory in low Earth orbit, which serves as a habitat for the space station crew, research platform in space, a place for orbital operations, and a port for industrial operations, is a testbed for the development of new technologies and innovations, and a great achievement in human endeavor to live in space and explore it for the benefit of humankind. Orbit is a trajectory of a heavenly body, star, planet, or natural satellite, which is moving around another heavenly body of a much bigger size and affected by its gravity. Orbits can have different shapes, but to a close approximation, planets and satellites follow elliptic orbits, with the central mass being orbited at the focal point of the ellipse. Companies such as SpaceX, which specialize in transporting astronauts back to Earth from LEO, are immense contributors to the LEO economy. All the Orbit to Earth LEO economic companies are aiding evolution of the LEO economy, which is based on the production, distribution, and trade of goods and services within low Earth orbit. Orbit to Earth. From orbit, spacecraft that took astronauts or space tourists into low Earth orbit in space brings them back to Earth. LEO economic companies, companies such as SpaceX, which specialize in transporting astronauts back to Earth, are great contributors to the LEO economy. This picture shows SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft docked to the space station. An orbit is the curved trajectory of an object, such as the trajectory of a planet around a star, or of a natural satellite around a planet, or of an artificial satellite around an object, or position in space, such as a planet, moon, asteroid, or Lagrange point. Low Earth orbit is a geocentric orbit with altitudes up to 2,000 kilometers. This picture shows Starliner, which is a space capsule developed by Boeing to carry up to 7 people to and from low Earth orbit. Orbit to Earth LEO economic companies. A number of companies are into orbit to Earth operations, and some of the companies are SpaceX, Boeing, Space Adventures, Clear Space, Astroscale, and Orbit Guardians. Orbit to Earth LEO economic companies. Orbit to Earth transportation companies are companies that specialize in the transportation of astronauts and space tourists from low Earth orbit to Earth and launching of satellites into LEO for various purposes. Contribution to LEO. The Earth to Orbit companies revenue from the transportation and launching, and the Orbit to Earth companies are helping in the evolution of LEO economy. This picture shows artist illustrations of Boeing Starliner and SpaceX Crew Dragon capsules in orbit. SpaceX Orbit to Earth Endeavour Cargo Dragon. SpaceX Dragon, which is also known as Dragon 1 or Cargo Dragon, was a class of partially reusable cargo spacecraft developed by SpaceX during its maiden flight. In December 2010, Dragon became the first commercially built and operated spacecraft to be recovered successfully from orbit. Cargo Dragon can carry about 3,307 kg, that is, about 7,291 pounds, to the International Space Station. This picture shows SpaceX Dragon approaching the International Space Station during a mission. Orbit to Earth Endeavour SpaceX Cargo Dragon. Cargo Dragon, the first privately developed spacecraft to carry supplies to the International Space Station, is used to transport cargo from LEO back to the Earth. The typical operation: SpaceX Cargo Dragon spacecraft docked with the International Space Station after transporting cargo and supplies from Earth into the station. When it is ready to transport cargo back to the Earth from the orbit, it will undock from the space station and return back to the Earth. This makes SpaceX to be an Orbit to Earth company that is contributing immensely to the LEO economy. This picture shows a SpaceX Cargo Dragon spacecraft departing International Space Station. Crew Dragon, Orbit to Earth Endeavour. Crew Dragon is an evolved version of SpaceX Cargo Dragon spacecraft. It has a capacity of 7 astronauts. Crew Dragon was the first privately developed spacecraft to transport people to the station. SpaceX has flown a maximum of 4 people on each mission, but Crew Dragon is designed to carry as many as 7 passengers to space at a time. This picture shows Crew Dragon approaching the International Space Station. An uncrewed demo Crew Dragon docked with the ISS in March 2019. The first Crew Dragon 2 flight with 2 astronauts, Demo 2, launched in May 2020 mission, and the first fully operational mission, Crew 1, carried 4 astronauts to the space station in November 2020. Crew Dragons are planned to launch to the ISS every 6 months. This picture shows SpaceX Crew Dragon returning to Earth from the International Space Station. Boeing Orbit to Earth Endeavour Starliner. Boeing Starliner is a class of 2 partially reusable spacecraft designed to transport crew to the International Space Station and other low Earth orbit destinations and return them back to Earth. The spacecraft consists of a reusable crew capsule and an expendable service module. This picture shows landing of Starliner at White Sands. Boeing Starliner spacecraft was designed to accommodate 7 passengers or a mixture of crew and cargo for missions to low Earth orbit. This picture shows Starliner integration with Atlas V. Space Adventure Orbit to Earth Endeavour. Space Flight Return Ticket. Space Adventures offers zero-gravity atmospheric flight, orbital space flights, with the option to participate in a spacewalk and other spaceflight-related experiences, including cosmonaut training, spacewalk training, and launch tours. This picture shows Space Station Freedom. Space Adventure offers spaceflight booking from Earth to Leo and return ticket from Leo to Earth. Dennis Tito, the first space tourist, was the first claim that Space Adventure arranged return ticket from the orbit to Earth for. This picture shows Dennis Tito, the first space tourist. Clear Space, Orbit to Earth Endeavour, Space Debris Removal. Clear Space, a startup small satellite solution, is presently developing technologies for endeavours, capture, and deorbit for end-of-life satellites, unresponsive and derelict satellites, and man-made space debris from orbit. These activities will help in reducing space junk and thereby increasing LEO economy. This picture shows Clear Space 1 mission. Astroscale Orbit to Earth Endeavour, Space Debris Removal. Astroscale is an orbital debris removal company. The company is developing satellite end-of-life and active debris removal services so as to mitigate the growing and hazardous buildup of debris in space. This picture shows SAD launched on 22nd March 2021, which consists of two spacecraft, a servicer and a client, launched stacked together. Orbit Guardian's Orbit to Earth Endeavour. Orbit Guardian is a commercial provider of active debris removal services. It combines computer vision, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things for low-cost active debris removal. The company leverages Internet of Things and artificial intelligence to acquire debris parameters and eliminate potentially dangerous targets. By removing dangerous space debris smaller than 20 centimeters, it aims to protect spacewalkers, space tourists, and operating satellites. This picture shows space debris. Various activities in orbit are being performed in order to help humanity. Some companies embark upon these activities and they are helping to increase LEO economy and its evolution. You've been watching and listening to Orbit to Earth LEO economic companies. For more information, contact Astronautics for Exploit. Thank you.